We're back. I don't have the flu anymore. So to celebrate, we brought along a guest. But the Mookie Betts trade, there's no winner.
The NBA trade deadline's on Thursday, but already a big trade happening tonight. The Hawks got Clint Capella. Does this make them a playoff team? I think so.
February is here. Means March is coming soon. March Madness along with it. And SDSU, the Aztecs, will not be at the top of the seeds.
It's Late Night Peel. Let's celebrate with Matt. Let's go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Late Night Peel. Huge apologies for a little week break because, I had to get
His
sick.
immune system was weak.
So there was no main cast, there was no Super Bowl preview, and there was no 3-Minute Thursday. So hopefully we make it up tonight. I'm Trey Redfield, got Nick Salaya here as usual with me, but we have a special guest tonight in Matt Zumbolo, our huge fan. Like,
Of course.
Huge
Huge Late Night Peel fan. I'm just blessed to be here.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. So let's get right into the bread and butter. Because there was a big trade that went down last night that involved Mookie Betts, the right fielder of the Boston Red Sox.
Your Red Sox.
My Boston Red Sox, I guess. I'm not a part of the team, so it's
It's a good point. Good point.
so no we, but the Red Sox, they traded the right fielder Mookie Betts along with their, second best southpaw in the rotation, David Price, to the Los Angeles Dodgers. And with that, the Red Sox get back Alex Verdugo and Brusdar Graterol. And along with this, Kenta Maeda, the number 3 pitcher in the rotation for the Dodgers, will be going to the Twins. So we brought Matt in to break this down for us, even though he is a Yankees fan. I gotta break that out there. Matt, what does this mean for, let's start with the new National League favorite, the Dodgers.
I think it's huge. Mookie Betts, probably, I would say number 2 player in baseball, behind Mike Trout only.
That outfield is stacked.
Absolutely. Bellinger might also be top 5 player. And you add anybody near Mookie Betts into a lineup like that, they just become untouchable to a point.
That's true.
I don't think anybody in the National League is going to be able to contend with them at all.
Nick, you are a National League person. What do you think this means?
I think this lineup gets even scarier. I was praising the Dodgers near the end of the baseball season. I thought they were going to go all the way this year.
Me too.
And then the Nationals got lucky in Game 7.
Game 5.
It was Game.
That's right. The Dodgers Game 5. Yeah.
It was I forget. Best of 5 is first round for baseball, but I think this. New decade. I think the Dodgers are going to turn things around.
Yeah.
I think they're really. Stinks losing Maeda, but just put in David Price. He's a Cy Young winner. He had a rough season last year, but he can bounce back. How old is he?
He's oh my gosh, how old is David Price? I think he's in his 30s now.
Probably low 30s, I would say.
That's what I imagine. Yeah,
34.
So I think he can bounce back, and I think adding Mookie Betts to this lineup is just going to be frightening.
It was like yesterday when I was literally looking up at David Price as a young kid at a Durham Bulls game, AAA affiliate to the Tampa Bay Rays. I was watching this man in the bullpen, and now he's 34 years old and off to LA. I remember when he was on Tampa Bay, there were talks for so many years about him being traded to the Dodgers, knowing the Rays are a small market team.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, he's a big market pitcher, I would always say.
But
the Red Sox.
Here's my thing. I said it on the hot take. I don't think anyone wins this trade. Here's the thing. The Dodgers are getting Mookie Betts, and when they get a big-time guy like this that's from another team, it doesn't really work out too well. I really that's
I agree.
That's something we've seen a lot. And I know David Price had a good time at Dodger Stadium in 2018 when the Red Sox won the World Series, but at the same time, it's David Price. He was, hey.
We don't have to talk about the cheating scandal this podcast.
Oh my God. But David Price is on the tail end of his career. Along with this, the Red Sox are paying for more than half of his contract, so that sucks for the Red Sox.
It does.
And Mookie Betts, they have to pay him $27 million. Mm-hmm. Yes, the 3 best players are sit in Los Angeles, California, but it's just I don't see it. I agree with what you said. Mookie Betts, I think, might go. It's not going to be in LA after this one. After this 2020 season.
I'm interested to see what happens. I'm really
Who'd you
interested
say
in
he
what
was going to
happens.
go to again?
The Cardinals. I had a hot take, thinking that this might be a one and done thing, and then a team like St. Louis, I think, could be a big favorite for him.
Especially since they lost Ozuna.
Yeah, after losing a big outfield bat in Ozuna, looks like the Nolan Arenado trade doesn't look like it might happen soon.
He's pissed about Colorado.
He is,
Oh my
and it was
gosh.
really hot for a while. You really thought that was going to come, but either one of these two was going to come, and Mookie's here. Mookie trade happened.
Right.
I kind of agree with you though. No, I don't think anybody really wins this trade. I think it's beneficial for all teams
In some way.
Yeah.
So
If anything, no offense, but there's got to be a loser in this trade.
and I
Red
think
Sox.
yeah, there's no clear winner, but the clear loser.
They're getting
is the Red
some.
Sox.
They're getting a dude who played not even 100 games in the MLB. Yes, he hit.
in Verdugo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 200. He went 282, 14 dingers, and not a lot of RBIs.
I mean,
45-50.
that's good
Yeah.
stats, but it's from a small sample.
from a small
So
sample.
you
yeah.
can't really determine
in
whether or
a,
not this
in a
dude's ready for
total
MLB.
of 100 games.
And you're saying
He's
this
still
guy,
a minor league player.
Yes.
Basically.
And you're saying this guy is worth the value of Mookie Betts.
And he's not.
Exactly.
He's not.
So,
I want to take a quick look at this depth chart, starting with the Red Sox. When you see it, there's J.D. Martinez hanging around the entire backup with Andrew Benintendi in left, Jackie Bradley Jr. in center. There's a gaping hole in right field now. J.D. Martinez, when he's fielding, it's scary. That man needs to stay in the dugout when that team goes down on defense. There is a huge hole in
Absolutely.
right field. This is where losing Brock Holt, like
That's a good point.
more likely than not, hurts this team. Brock Holt,
He's huge.
he's so underrated.
I
He's
agree.
an underrated player. There's been a hole at second base as well, but I think Chavis needs to take over that position at second, not Peraza. No.
know
Not
who that is.
You know his
Peraza.
name.
I don't even know who that is. I don't even know you. You're not even watching this. I don't even know you.
What if he
Okay?
does? What if he does?
I'll be upset because Pedroia is basically dying in baseball terms. Peraza,
Absolutely.
I don't think has enough talent. Chavis had a great season last year, especially from coming up so quick in the farm system with the Red Sox. The thing is, where do you go in right field? I don't even know. Do you guys know?
It's gonna have to be Verdugo. You
How-
gotta.
yeah.
I think you have to take advantage of what you get from Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
As losing such a big piece, I think you have to go to Verdugo, who
Right.
proved to be able to hit at the major league level and play decent defense.
True.
You have to take advantage of that package that you get.
This team will definitely not be in the top half of a very competitive AL East for like the
Absolutely
past 2 decades. It's either been close, competitive, or both. And when you lose David Price, it's now Chris Sale, who didn't have the best season, and Eduardo Rodriguez, who gave up a lot of runs, but still found a way to win games. I'm not content with that whatsoever. Nathan Eovaldi, not the best season, but
Very
then
shaky.
but then you bring in Martin Perez, who was okay with the Rangers except for last year. He had a 5.12 ERA. You never want to see that, especially with the bullpen that is warmed up in Fenway Park. It's going to be a tough season for the Red Sox. I mean, plain and simple, the Yankees are probably going to take this division. The Rays will give them a run for their money, but I don't think this is the year
Yeah.
for Tampa Bay. But now, looking at LA, gave the Red Sox a lot of time. You know that was going to happen.
Of course. Of course.
But the Dodgers are stats. Gavin Lux, Max Muncy, Corey Seager, Justin Turner, along with Will Smith behind the plate.
Great.
But then to complete that infield, you have a rotation in Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw. Katsumaeda's gone, but you bring in David Price.
Take over from Maeda.
Yes, taking over from Maeda. You bring in Julio Urias and Alex Wood. Alex Wood is very underrated.
I think he is too.
Very
He's had some
underrated.
great years. He left the Dodgers, went to the Reds for a year. I think he pitched well with the
And then
Reds.
he's back.
And then came
Now
right
he's
back.
back.
They signed him on a great deal. I think he's got
I know it. It seems like the Dodgers like the perfect team, but that bullpen's still very shaky.
Shaky.
That's
yes.
the one thing that they got
Bryant
to work on.
shaky.
Because Kenley Jansen,
Blake Triton's going to be someone to look out for.
He had a shaky year last year.
He was,
but the year before he was fantastic.
He was all right with the Nationals, and then he signed my glove, and ever since that, he was. Oh my God, it was. Ugh.
You had mentioned Dustin May. He can go in the rotation or the bullpen. So
speaking of which,
he's going to be good. He's a good.
I just realized
huge.
Mookie Betts signed that same glove. I'm so upset.
Yeah.
I'm so upset. Like,
Should we get the jersey out?
I don't think the jersey's here.
You don't have it here?
I think it's just Victoria.
Oh.
But, speaking of that, let's look at the dark horse of this trade, the Minnesota Twins. We talked about them earlier. We're getting Josh Donaldson. This is huge. Because you and I talked about how there wasn't really that much pitching here. They don't have Edwin Santana. But they still have Jake Barrios. They have Jake Dorsey, Barrios, Homer Bailey, who's a little shaky.
Yeah,
he can turn it up though.
He could.
Everything is there. But
he has proven.
You bring in Kenta Maeda, there is a lot of potential in this Minnesota Twins rotation.
Absolutely.
The Twins I think the Twins are the clear-cut favorite to meet the Yankees in the ALCS. Will they get crushed in the ALCS? Yes.
Of
they
course.
can't. Here's the thing about the Twins and the Yankees. We talked about this last podcast. They can't win. They cannot win against the New York Yankees.
No, they've proven that. But honestly, I would not. The Twins are just not good in the playoffs. Twins have just not been good in the playoffs, and I think that's really hurt them.
But every time they're in the playoffs, they meet the Yankees.
That's true. They do.
They meet the Yankees.
They can't beat the Yankees. They just can't beat the Yankees. They always struggle meeting the Yankees anywhere, even the regular season.
Yeah, that's true.
We also got to include the Angels in this.
Yeah,
I mean, they
I was
picked
gonna
up.
say the same
I
thing.
mean, they have Anthony Rendon.
Yes,
they just picked up Jock Peterson.
No way. He's going across town.
Oh, you didn't see that?
Yeah,
No,
I did.
I think we should have mentioned that.
My
Yeah,
God.
Jock
I thought you were about to
Peterson.
forget, but that's why I figured I'd bring
Angels
it up.
traded.
Oh my gosh.
They got an outfield of
That
Justin
outfield's
Upton,
stacked
Mike
too,
Trout,
dude.
and
Jock
Peterson.
Peterson. Fantastic.
Pujols is there still.
Wow.
Great.
La Stella,
Wow.
Simmons,
Angels pick up a
Anthony
steal.
Rendon. Otani's back this season, I think.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, he's not pitching yet. He's still on the Tommy John, but he can hit.
But he
now.
can
He's
hit,
gonna
yeah.
hit.
The Heron's here.
I think he'll DH coming in.
Oh my goodness.
They're.
The Angels.
Do you think they can make a run for their money?
Joe Madden.
Think they
My message to Joe Madden. You cannot mess up this team. You had the same talent when you went into Chicago. You cannot mess
But
up
guess what
this
he
team.
did? What did he do?
He didn't mess up the Cubs.
Exactly. He won a World Series.
Yes.
So that's I
I
can't say that as a Yankees fan because I don't. But
the last time the Angels have
winning World
been
Series?
yeah,
the farthest the
But that's
Angels have
pretty.
been in the playoffs in like the past 12, 11 seasons was when they played the Yankees in the ALCS. The
Yeah.
year the Yankees won the World Series.
2009.
And the last time and the only time the Angels, because the Astros are not winning this division. I think it might be the Angels or the A's.
I do too.
Especially with how the AL West is very interesting. The Rangers are slowly getting back to where they
New
used to
ballpark.
be. New ballpark.
New ballpark.
Indoors.
Yeah,
The Astros still have the talent, but the morale is not there.
it can't be.
The A's turned up like the Rays late every season, and the Angels had the talent. I mean, the hole is finally filled at third base. God, I remember I went to an Angels game. Third baseman was batting .090.
Yeah,
Did you go to an Angels game in LA? Or
Yeah, it was. I saw.
it's a beautiful stadium there.
Oh, it's
You been
nice
there too?
for how
Yeah, I saw
renovated.
them play-
definitely
I saw them
go
play Oakland. Yeah,
For how renovated it is, it's actually really nice.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but yeah,
Pick up the best.
nice
baseball.
ballpark, nice team. This is
Scary.
I'm happy for this team. If they
Me
can
too.
win, I'm happy for
the
them.
freeway is going to be very muy popular.
Time for Mike Trout to
I
finally
agree.
win.
Los
He
Angeles
needs
is
to
looking
win.
pretty this year.
Yeah, so as stated, the Angels. I think the Angels might make the playoffs this year. And,
I think they
and if
absolutely
it's as a wild card, it brings back a little bit of that history trend. As I did stay in 2002, it was a wild card World Series. I don't know if y'all remember that. It was Giants, Angels, two wild card teams. Angels won 99 games that year still, but brings back a little bit of thought if you're actually an Angels fan in Los Angeles. So
Yeah, I think
it'll be interesting. But oh my gosh, my voice is still messed up. So Nick, let me catch a break. Talk about the Mets.
I mean, I just tried to slide them in there on the notes, but hey.
They got a new manager.
Got to talk about
Oh,
that.
no,
Let's talk about there.
As there's a hole in right field, the Red Sox, there's still a hole in the dugout. There's no manager.
Alex
Now
Coro.
talk.
All right, so
I'm done.
the Mets, we had Beltran.
I was so excited for that.
I was too.
I was so excited for
It's going to
Beltran.
be interesting.
And then
It was, and everybody
we said
knows
bye
what
bye to
happened.
him.
Everybody
yeah.
knows what happened.
So we got Luis Rojas, who's basically coached every Mets team in the organization from Cape Cod, AAA, AA, Single A, all those teams. He's been that manager. So we have Luis Rojas now. Apparently now Steve Cohen not buying the team anymore.
That's an interesting situation.
So we're stuck with the Wilpons,
Who have not
Which-
done great things for
which I am
Queens. I do not think.
But it's all right because the Mets, according to ESPN, have the third best starting lineup going into the season.
Hot take
So-
by ESPN.
Oh, my
Hot
God.
take by ESPN.
Who came up with that? Jeff Passan?
I mean, I'm not
Hey, that's my
complaining.
vote.
I love Jeff.
I'd love Jeff Passan. Jeff Passan.
The NL East is going to be a very
We love
competitive division, I think. Possibly the best in the MLB.
It could be.
In my opinion.
Have to. I might
The
have
Braves-
It's a 14 division.
The Braves,
Come on,
Phillies.
don't count the Marlins.
The Nats, I'm iffy
There's
about.
No Granderson, dude.
True.
The Nats, I'm iffy about. I give them like fourth place.
Yeah.
And then Marlins fifth, but it's probably Mets, Braves, Phillies. It's going to be
Putting
very
the Mets in
competitive.
front of the Braves.
I think it's got to be all three.
Damn.
Because I don't think you can
I
put
don't-
the Mets
I-
up there already.
I'll have to, when we do our MLB prediction video, I'll have to decide whether or not what order I
Yeah.
want. But I think those three will be
I-
fighting. It'll be very close at the end of the season.
I honestly think it's gonna
all,
go forward.
all those teams will have at least 80, 85 wins.
I'm going to have to agree with that.
I'll agree with that.
That's
I'll
a-
And-
that's
but
a very good
the
division,
Mets,
I think.
looking at their field, I mean, I think
Skip has a lot to work with.
he does. I mean,
Well, yeah, he has a lot of
Alonso's
good
got-
tools to work with.
Conforto, he needs to break out badly.
Yeah,
He
no,
could.
He has
I
the
can see that.
potential. He
can't.
has the talent.
can't.
He just, I don't know what's holding him back. Whatever it is, he's got to figure it out soon. I mean, pitchers report in like 2 weeks.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest. I hate to say it, but I think that's the best rotation in baseball, and I don't even know if it's close.
The Mets?
That's fantastic.
What, DeGrom, Syndergaard,
The more you look at
Stroman,
it-
Walker, Porcello.
As a Yankees fan, you hate to say
Oh
it.
my
You don't
God.
say it's that.
It
That's
Oh.
a fantastic rotation.
It is good. And Steven Matt. We even have 6. We have Steven Matz
That's
there.
a 6-man rotation.
Who
6 guys
would've
can come out and
known?
throw well.
Dude, there are going to be 4 teams representing 2 cities in the playoffs. I'm going to say that right now.
Dodgers, Angels, Mets, Yankees.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
That's going to be a lot of
The
fun.
only
I'll tell you what. Subway Series, World Series. Outside.
Three-way series, World Series. Don't count that out. I got my
You're right,
voice.
you're
Oh, my God. But,
Eh.
so...
I think the bullpen is definitely going to improve. Edwin
I
Diaz
agree.
is going to have a back. He's going to have a good season. Lugo, he pitched very well last
Lugo's
year.
great.
That'll continue.
Lugo's great.
Familia,
I think he'll also
Familia's just like on drugs and stuff, but he's fine.
But,
He'll
um,
bounce back.
I think he's
The
going to
Mets are going to be good this year. The Mets are
Don
going to be good.
Betances. Can't forget about that. That's a huge
Yes.
signing. by the
Oh,
Mets.
yeah.
That's huge. That's huge. For the
That was
Yankees,
huge.
yeah, I'm
But,
happy for him.
Yeah, so that's going to do it all for baseball, but there is a baseball podcast rolling around. I'm hearing. Matt, tell us about
Yeah. Me and my roommate, same
Spencer Pierce.
broadcast digital journalism students here at Syracuse.
All at SU.
All at SU, Newhouse, of course. We're looking to start a baseball podcast calling it Across the Diamond. We're thinking early season predictions. If you guys are interested in joining,
I mean,
maybe look out for that.
Well,
Coming soon.
yeah.
yeah,
combo.
you guys got to look out for that. There are only 10 people that view this, but you 10 people
Okay.
gotta check
Gotta
that
look
out
it up.
too. You know.
Early
No big
prediction
deal.
video coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So let's get into the Super Bowl because is your lip okay?
Is it bleeding?
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
all right.
Do some Vaseline. That's all. We'll get some Vaseline on after.
It's a good
It's
idea.
awkward. But
Oh,
but
flu season.
yeah, flu season. The Super Bowl happened, as we all know, and the Chiefs pulled it out.
Yeah.
I called it, but apparently I said the 49ers earlier.
I thought I heard him say 49ers. I was
If-
telling people the Chiefs.
I thought the
There's
Chiefs were
evidence.
too. There might be evidence that I said the 49ers, but I meant the Chiefs.
There are division rivals, but as I gotta respect that team, they are talented.
Patrick Mahomes is
They're gonna make
He's a
noise
great
next year.
quarterback.
They're gonna.
They were
they're gonna
on
make
first
noise.
take. They were debating if Patrick Mahomes was going to be the Jordan of the NFL.
I did see that.
Wow.
I
saw that.
That's
I was walking to Newhouse and I saw that.
That was a hot take.
That is a hot take.
That was a hot take.
You know,
Yeah,
Max
that's
Kellerman was probably all over that, and Stephen A was just pissed.
Yeah. Why wouldn't Max Kellerman be all over
Right.
it? It's a quarterback that's not named Tom Brady at the top of the stage.
Yeah.
And Max Kellerman gets to talk about it.
Absolutely.
This dumb self.
First take, we're coming for
Dumb
you.
self doesn't just finally talk about it. It's so annoying, but it's why I don't watch First Take, and also it's because I have class. But
I love First Take. I love
it was a great game. I mean, I had a feeling that the Niners were going to come, but the Niners were going to choke because one, Kyle Shanahan is leading the way, and the last time he led the way for a key component of the team, he blew a 25-point lead. So I knew it was going to happen. And the two previous games that the Chiefs played in the playoffs, they came back from 10 points down. And this time they did. They scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. I believe that is the most amount since Super Bowl 51, and previous to that, Super Bowl 49.
I think I saw Tom Brady was the only quarterback to ever come back 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
He did it twice.
Yes.
I thought I saw.
Or maybe them, and I think the Redskins. 1 year the Redskins did come back from
The
10 point
Niners
deficit.
with 7:17 remaining in the fourth quarter, they had a 97% chance to win the game.
That's the now second highest in Super Bowl history. First was Super Bowl 51, as we all know, and third was the Seahawks in Super Bowl 49. So it was impressive, but I think it wasn't shocking whatsoever.
No, and I was listening to...
And it was disrespectful that Damian Williams went into the end zone. That was Todd Gurley.
It's disrespectful he didn't win MVP.
True.
My opinion.
If Todd Gurley was on the Chiefs, he would have ran around in circles. He would have been much smarter with it. He would have let the clock run, and it would have been that.
I was...
It won me a Squares Bowl.
I was listening to an ESPN podcast, and on my way to class, and they were saying how during the regular season, the 49ers defense was second in rushing defense
I think that was first.
through the first 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter they were 27th, and that showed because they choked big time in the fourth quarter.
Let's just talk about their defense. That offense changed everything up. What they should have done. You have a Patriots-like quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo. He's young, actually playing in his first Super Bowl. When Tom Brady was on the Patriots, he faced the Rams in Super Bowl 36, 2002 in the Superdome. That team was based off their run game. They pounded it with J.R. Redmond and Corey Dillon. That was their run game. The Niners had that all season, and they blew it. They completely went away with it. You can't put it in the hands of a young quarterback who's a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong; he had a great game, but then when everything flipped, you just got to go back to that run game, especially when you're up like that.
Yeah.
You got to keep pounding the ball,
Yeah.
and that's the complete opposite of what they did. That's why they lost that game, not because of the defense falling to pieces. Maybe a little bit of it, but that offense relying on Garoppolo instead of relying on 2 really good running backs, Raheem Mostert and Devin Coleman. You cannot let go of them, especially with what they've been doing the entire playoffs. That's my take on the Super Bowl. It was a great game. Great game.
I mean, Matt...
I kind of agree. I would have liked to see Mostert get a few more touches.
Yeah.
Especially after the game he had.
Tevin Coleman had great games, but still, Mostert was that guy.
That was one of the best. His performance in championship was one of the best games I've ever seen.
Yeah.
In the NFC Championship.
Yes.
One of the best running
How many
performances I've ever seen.
touchdowns? 4.
Four.
Unbelievable. But
Absolutely.
I think Garoppolo should have thrown the ball more.
you think so?
Yes.
I think they should have thrown it more.
I think earlier in the game he should have thrown it more.
Yeah, maybe just change
They're
things.
relying
Maybe
too much on the running game, and
it was going all right.
Could have. When, at the beginning of the game?
Well, not really at the beginning of the game, but as the game evolved,
I
they
think
started
compared to the
getting-
championship game, it was a lot worse. And they should have looked at that and been like, oh, the Chiefs are going to be ready for us to run the ball. They're going to focus primarily on the rush defense to stop it, which they did. And
with the running backs. When they went end rounds with Deebo Samuel, that worked out.
that worked.
Oh,
That did,
yes, that is efficient, and they were not ready for that whatsoever. If they mix it up, put different guys in there, like when the Patriots put in Cordero Patterson as a running back, that killed the Packers when they played them on that Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
The Niners doing something similar to that, they should have looked into that at least a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I just think they should have thrown. I mean, there were a few times where, George Kittle had 4 receptions in the game for 36
Should have had 5,
yards.
but he had to push off.
Yeah, that's another story.
Yeah, another story.
There were a couple times he was lined up against Terrell Suggs.
It was obvious, but when you look back at the wild card game with the Saints and Vikings,
Yeah.
that's where it becomes a little
It's
complicated.
just when a tight end
But continue.
like George Kittle,
Kittle.
when he's lined up one-on-one against Terrell Suggs, a linebacker who's probably like
So
60 by
slow.
now.
So slow.
Why don't you throw? I just don't understand why they didn't throw him the ball.
Goodness.
So part of it was play calling. Part of it was the Chiefs possibly just preparing very well, knowing that the 49ers were going to try to run the ball.
But it was a great game.
What? No, I think it was a very good game.
And speaking of great Super Bowls, Matt and I, hopefully Matt, have you thought about it much? A little bit.
Okay.
We've thought about our top 3 Super Bowls. So, to rest my voice a little bit, once again, Nick, you go first and explain it.
Number 3, I've got Super Bowl Roman 32. I'm a Broncos fan.
Broncos, Packers.
Broncos, Packers. What was the final score?
31-24.
31-24. Good job, Trey.
Thank you.
Terrell Davis had 3 touchdowns.
With a migraine.
The dude played 74 career games in regular season games. Still a Hall of Famer. Just shows how much of an impact he had on that team. The Broncos ended up winning the next year as well.
34-19 against Falcons.
Yep.
In Miami.
Resting that voice, huh?
Yeah, talk.
Second, probably Super Bowl 52. The Philly special. That was just intense.
It was good.
Yeah. It was against his team.
It was good.
The game was back and forth.
41-33.
Yep. And the Eagles pulled some trickery.
Yeah.
Andy Reid probably wished he was coaching that team still with Philly.
He
got his ring now.
He got his chance against Patriots.
He did.
He blew it.
He got his ring now, though. He's getting his cheeseburgers. He's all happy. In my opinion, the best Super Bowl, just because of recent memory, 49ers-Ravens.
34-31.
That was a great
the
one.
blackout. That was that
Yes.
Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
That Super Bowl ended at 11 o'clock. Dude.
That game was just one of the most fun games to watch.
Especially when the Niners.
I was young, but it's still. I just remember there was so much anticipation for it. It was Kaepernick versus Joe Flacco.
And Kaepernick just stepped onto the scene.
Kaepernick, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
They
I was
benched
so
Alex
excited
Smith.
to watch him because he was just so impressive the entire season with his little. What was it? It was this, right?
Yes.
It was that, yeah. So
Harbaugh's.
Kaepernick's. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Now Jim's failing at Michigan, but that's another story.
That's yeah.
But yeah, those are my 3.
All right. I'm gonna start from the top. My
Really?
number 1, definitely. I'm kind of biased again. I'm gonna have to stick with some more bias, but hey, what can I say?
It's. I mean, at the end of the day, it's credible enough for it to not to be biased.
True.
I know what's coming.
2007,
Super Bowl 42.
Super Bowl 42.
2008 Super Bowl, but 2007.
What is it? Yeah. Okay. Giants vs Patriots, undefeated season.
Yes.
Am I thinking the right one?
Ah.
Helmet catch, David Tyree.
All right.
Can't beat that.
Everyone talks about the helmet catch. How in the Sam hell did Eli Manning stay on his feet?
Oh, it's fantastic. I don't know. He's
Literally,
he's a wizard.
Gil Santos thought he was sacked for the longest time, and he had to find a way to recover himself. Gil Santos was a former radio voice of the Patriots. He had to find a way to recover himself on air, saying, "Oh my gosh, he actually got out of it."
I know.
That's more impressive than the helmet catch, because Rodney Harrison, one of the best strong safeties in football at the time, had his chance, blew it.
Mhm.
You could have found a way to, I don't know, maybe get some support over the top, especially if Eli's going to go long like that. I mean, it was pretty obvious he was going to throw it long.
Yeah.
And no one had that, like, Jason McCourty-like vision on Brandon Cooks in last year's Super Bowl. If someone had something like that, we could be seeing Tom Brady having so many more rings in his hand.
I'm gonna have to agree. And
That's inches away. Just like that Edelman catch, Super Bowl 51.
Mm-hmm.
But keep going. I'm kind of getting your
If
spot.
we're gonna talk about Super Bowl 51, that's a good time for it. my number 2 is going to have to be Super Bowl 51. It's
Really?
Yeah. Even as a Giants fan. Even growing up
It was
thinking...
a great game.
It was fantastic. You see the Falcons come out on a 28-3 lead. You're like,
They were
wow.
up 21-3 at halftime, too.
Patriots are not looking good. This is not the Patriots we know. And then all of a sudden, here comes Tom Brady doing Tom Brady-like things. Comes back.
See right there?
Yep. Comes back and wins the game.
That's it. Just like that.
Just,
With a little help of James White, but...
yes, but.
A little help of slipping some 20s to the refs.
Oh, my God. No. Keep going.
That's another story, again.
Oh, my God.
And then my number 3, I'm going to have to go to the 2011 season, 2012.
Ooh, yes, Super Bowl 46.
Another time, 2 of the Super Bowls I saw with the
It was
Giants.
such a good game.
Another time we beat the Patriots and Tom Brady.
Yeah. Dude, can you imagine a Super Bowl starting out with Tom Brady? A miscommunication by a Patriots team. And it leads to a safety with Tom Brady. Literally, the first offensive play for the Patriots was a safety. And honestly,
I loved it.
the Patriots deserved to not even be in that Super Bowl. That was supposed to be Ravens Giants, Super Bowl 35 rematch. That team was so bad.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the worst, other than the team that faced the 85 Bears. That was the second worst Patriots Super Bowl team.
Think so?
Oh, 100%. That defense was so bad. So bad. The
Like
fact
Pierce.
that they, yeah. Exactly.
Had a fantastic
He had a great game. No, it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
But now, let's get into my top 3. Starting at number 3, Super Bowl 38, February 1st, 2003, against the Carolina Panthers, going up against the New England Patriots. Patriots won their second Super Bowl in 3 years. This was held in Houston, Texas, where it was the first Super Bowl hosted by Houston, as the Texans were in their second season of existence. The first half was one of the worst ever. People on the radio were calling how it was going to be like Harvard, Yale back in the day, 6-0. And first score was by New England with like 2 minutes left in the second half. But it was, I think, the greatest second half of football anyone has ever seen. Other than Super Bowl 51, but still, at that time, that was the greatest second half. And I think it will go down as the most underrated Super Bowl in Super Bowl history. Yes, the Patriots won and stuff, but the Panthers played a great game. Great game. And knowing from where they came from, they were a 3 seed that year, going all the way through wildcard weekend, taking down the greatest show on turf in 2000 in the divisional round. Steve Smith absolutely burning Ryan Archuleta, and that bringing all that into the Super Bowl. They had a lot of momentum going into it, but at the end of the day, the Patriots had Adam Vinatieri. He did it in Super Bowl 36. He does it here. That's my number 3. Number 2 is going to have to be Super Bowl 49. Played on the same day, just, I believe, 12 years after. Patriots Seahawks in Glendale. Last time there was a Super Bowl in Glendale was Super Bowl 42. And Jermaine Kearse makes that amazing catch, but there's a guy named Malcolm Butler. And that leads to a 28-24 victory. I think that is the second greatest Super Bowl of all time. What? It's
No,
not,
Pete
it's not my fault. It's not my fault that they did
I
that.
know
Oh,
it's not.
absolutely not. You can't.
I would have. Oh my God! Can I get some of your water, please?
Keep talking.
Thank you. Thank you. But wow. Be like, what the hell is going on? But
Technical difficulties.
yeah. Oh yeah. Not as good as the OTB that we were at today. But anyways. Thank you. That's my second greatest Super Bowl of all time. Super Bowl 51 will go down as the greatest Super Bowl. 20-3.
I can't say that not being your favorite.
What
As
opened
Pats
be?
fan. There's no chance it couldn't be.
They were literally 25 points down.
I know Pats fans that were in bed.
Yeah. I was not going to bed. I was going to watch it and chuckle watching us get crushed. But no.
You
No.
did it.
At 2:17 in the third quarter, everything changed. Amendola touchdown. Couple passes, James White. A lot of passes, James White. Actually, he should have been the MVP of that Super Bowl, to be honest with you. Well, should have been co-MVPs. But it's a great game. 34-28, the only overtime Super Bowl. But yeah,
What game did you mention? The first play was safety.
Super Bowl 46.
Was that
First
mentioned?
offensive play for the Patriots was a safety.
Oh, because I was having bad thoughts about the Broncos Seahawks.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
tough. I was down.
that was a safety too.
It was a safety to start off the game. The Seahawks scored 41 more points on us. We got a touchdown.
It was 35 more points. It was 43
43 to 8.
But that was just a bad Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Can we get into a little more of a sappy, great topic though? Kobe Bryant. He yeah. So this past Sunday, Kobe Bryant and as we all know this, his daughter Gianna, along with 7 others, were killed in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California. And they were on the way to a basketball game at the Mamba Basketball Academy. Because there was a lot of traffic in LA that day, as usual.
That was a thing he did. He
Yeah.
didn't wait in traffic.
So they chose to take a helicopter and didn't go the right way. And I know it meant a lot to Nick because he's a Lakers fan, and knowing the impact that he put on the game of basketball, it hurt me as well. It hurt you probably a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't even.
I woke up from a nap, and my mom texted me, and she was like,
5-hour nap.
yeah, and my mom texted me. She's like, hope you slept well. Just heard the news about Kobe. So I'm like, okay. Scroll down a little bit, and I get some on Twitter. Kobe Bryant killed in a helicopter crash.
It was just shocking.
Awful.
Just
Awful.
shocking. We're just
Awful.
trying to do homework.
Right.
Yeah.
Me and Nick were just sitting, trying to do some homework, get some homework
And
done.
then Spencer walks in. Kobe Bryant's dead.
Kobe Bryant's dead.
So
Just shocked. We sat
with
silence.
your, oh my God, what are y'all's favorite moments about Kobe Bryant?
You want me to go first?
Yeah,
first.
you go first.
I mean, for me, it's hard to pick one.
Yeah.
This dude's been, I've said this before, he's been the superstar player of my favorite team of my favorite sport
Right.
for my lifetime.
Just
Your hero.
yeah.
I was born in 2000. He came in 96. 2000 won his first championship, first of 5. I dressed up as the dude for Halloween. A little creepy, but
Hey,
Works
no,
out.
I dressed up as Tom Brady for Halloween, dude.
Exactly.
it's all good. But there's a lot of moments. I mean, he put up 60 on the Knicks in MSG.
61.
61.
Was
One
that-
of my favorite plays from him was he was on a fast break. It was a defender was trailing him, and there was one defender closer to the basket going to guard him, and he goes behind the back, and then like off one step goes behind the back, goes and reverse dunks like that. It's one of the sickest things I've ever seen in my life.
It's just phenomenal.
And I mean, obviously the 81-point game, I don't remember it. It was 06. So I mean, I was young still.
Still, we
It
know
was,
it. We've
yeah.
seen it.
We've seen it. I mean,
He was wearing number 8 at the time.
dude goes off,
He-
and he's just
Global icon.
and he has his controversy
He
from
did.
2003
He did.
that a lot of people are going to use against him when they look back. But as a basketball player, and even listening to people give stories about him on ESPN as a person, he just seemed like an overall like good human being.
It was.
It was one
He was.
mistake that happened when he was, I have to say, 24.
What?
2003, I think he was 24. He was born in,
Yeah.
yeah, he was born in 78.
Yeah. He was born in
Maybe
1978. He was.
So, I mean, he was a
around
24-year-old.
25.
He had just won 3 straight NBA championships. Things get to your head.
They do.
And
Absolutely.
mistakes happen.
Yeah.
But
Right.
he seemed like a good person. And it seemed like LeBron even said that after his career ended, Kobe seemed like even a more happy person. Just went, because he didn't have
Right.
to focus so much
No,
on
he
basketball
was.
constantly. He's with his family.
He literally
His
did not
oldest-
watch basketball at all.
He did not
Until
until
Gigi got
Gianna started getting into basketball. And he was coaching
Love
her. He started his own academy. The man won a freaking Oscar. He's never been in the film industry.
He won an Oscar.
Makes one thing He wins the most prestigious award
Academy Award winner.
in the film industry.
You have to admit that was fantastic. Like I could watch.
The guy wasn't even in Newhouse.
No.
Like I remember watching when it came out, and it was fantastic. But then I watched it last week, and it was just.
And I mean, even to his last game where he put up 60
Yeah.
on the Jazz. I mean, he did take 50 shots. I mean, but that's what everyone thinks of Kobe as the ball hog, and
He did it.
he was that game. But it's a good way to end your career.
Yeah.
And the Lakers definitely have some more motivation for this season.
They do.
mean, it probably would be best, not to be I'm a Laker fan, not to be biased, but it'd probably be best if they won a championship.
Yeah.
They've won in 2000, they won in 2010. Now they can win in 2020 and just keep things going.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, rest in peace, Kobe. I'll miss him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Stinks I never got the chance to meet him, but well, the Lakers will do it.
Right.
What about you?
I'm gonna have to go with I forgot who it was. Inbounding the ball, he's right up
Matt
on a
Barnes.
press. Matt Barnes.
Magic.
Yep. Up on a press. Matt Barnes pretends right in his face. Bang. No flinch.
He didn't even flinch.
Just shows who he was.
Yeah.
The mentality he came to every game with, showing all these other younger kids and even adults, not even people older than him, are just watching him and just like, wow. And
That was huge. That was unbelievable. I mean, it's a meme. It's literally a meme. You see it everywhere. But I'd have to say for my best Kobe Bryant moment was going up against the Warriors. I believe it was 2016. Correct me on this.
April 13th, 2016.
Yes. The man messes up something in his knee. It's all right, no big deal. But we go about 6 minutes later. Something like that, right? He tears his Achilles when driving, trying to put something up. Doesn't get the end. Doesn't get it to go. Doesn't get the end one.
it's a foul.
Yeah, he gets the foul though. He gets to go to the line, but he tears his Achilles. He could easily walk off the court and have one of his bums shoot it for him and Nick Young and
Don't remind me.
yeah, and all that.
Don't remind me
except
of
for Jeremy
those
Lin.
stories.
Except for Jeremy Lin. But sorry, it's messed up. But goes to the line, knocks down both free throws. Both free throws. The ball's on this guy. It's just
That's the best way to put it. Like literally, just
literally like no one else would do that. Nobody else would
No.
do that. Would you do that?
No.
I-
I'd Paul Pierce it, honestly. So.
Yeah, like try and go to the line. Would I make him? No. Would I even make him with 100% Achilles? No.
And this is just like mechanics. Dude tore his Achilles. He shoots a free throw, bends down normally like nothing's even wrong.
Yeah.
Just shoots it. Swishes them both. And then just slowly makes his way off the court.
Yep. And he
Without
wouldn't-
help.
Yeah, without help. Without any help. You're right. And I think what stands out to me with Kobe is that he was about to make another great impact in the game of basketball.
yeah.
He did it with his career. And then GG comes into the sport. When the WNBA just got a whole new CBA agreement where their pay was increased to $100K. $100,000 increase. So it's about going to be around $215,000 these women were making. With Kobe Bryant's, like, just his impact on basketball and having his credibility and him being a girl dad, everything was lined up for Gigi to be the next great Husky. I was going to go through Gina Ariema's program and go right to the WNBA. Probably play with the Seattle Storm. Probably playing with Diana Taurasi, knowing that she's still there. So, like, with the Phoenix Mercury, everything was lined up. And for us not being able to see that, it's unfortunate that it's always like that in sports.
Yeah.
Jose Fernandez was about to be the greatest pitcher of all time, I'd say.
He definitely had a chance.
He had a chance.
He was so good.
And the dude's on my glove. But anyways, the impact that these people
It's got a lot of glove signatures.
do. But it's unfortunate that in sports, the ones that leave us are the ones that are right there from about to reach that point of impact.
He could have been a WNBA coach,
Oh, I bet he would have.
and the WNBA would have
Been much better than Darren
would have
Fisher.
gained so much popularity. It would have risen to a level they probably would have never imagined.
Oh yeah,
I think even with just Gianna, and he would have still had like a
His
say and
presence,
just-
yeah.
Yeah.
his presence.
so
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's enough on Kobe.
He'll be missed.
He's
A lot.
really miss, and I hate to say that, but it's just like we still got a lot to talk about, especially a 4-team trade that went down.
The
Wow.
apparently it's I just saw this now. The biggest NBA deal since the Knicks moved Patrick Ewing to Seattle in 2000. 12
Oh
players
my
were traded.
goodness.
This is according to Woj. Should I go through this trade?
Yes,
Go ahead, read it
Long,
off.
long
They need to
trade.
know.
So,
Oh my! I don't even know
4-team trade agreement. Houston, I need to go through these tweets because
they're so they kept adding.
Houston gets Robert Covington. The Hawks
Good pickup.
get Clint Capella and Nene. The Timberwolves, Malik Beasley, Juanco Hernan Gomez, Evan Turner, an Atlanta first-round pick via the Brooklyn Nets. Denver gets Gerald Green. Also, the Nuggets get Keita Bates-Diop. The Timberwolves are getting Jared Vanderbilt.
Oh.
The Rockets are getting Jordan Bell. The Nuggets are getting Noah Vonleh.
I think that's
I believe that's it.
Napier. Did you not? Is it Napier?
Jabaz Napier did not get traded.
He did not get traded, no.
He didn't. I think.
No.
So,
Somebody said-
yeah, I mean, trade deadline's in, by the time this is posted, tomorrow.
Thursday at 3:00.
Thursday, 3 o'clock.
So
So,
that'll be
a lot more stuff's going to go
night
down, I
before.
feel like.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. It's just a little preview. Normally, with the NBA, we trade deadline. It's around. Everything gets going around 10:00,
Yeah.
and then it just pound, boom, boom, boom. Just so many trades go down, you lose track.
Yeah.
But as trade deadlines have gone along throughout the year, it seems like the production of trades and that the amount of trades have gone down a little bit.
Yeah.
So, new decade, maybe a new opportunity. So we'll see.
I think the Hawks won this trade. Pretty
Yeah.
obvious. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they got Clint Capella.
Yeah.
They replaced their center, who was, at the time, Bruno Fernando. Not the greatest starting center,
not the
but
greatest, but
got a lineup of Trae Young, all-star starter, Kevin Herter, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Clint Capella.
and
Very
Vince-
young team.
Vince comes off the bench.
Vince, oh yeah, big Vince.
So, but
they're
yeah.
last place, 13-38 right now in the East, but
Speaking of last place, though, let's catch up on these standings real quick.
honestly, nothing's really changed.
Nothing's changed.
Kinda
The
really-
Bucks are 43-7 in the first place in the East. Lakers 38-11, first in the West. Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz. The Raptors are very good.
Very good.
They're
Yeah.
playing. They have. I forget where I saw this. They have better stats this season without Kawhi than they did last year,
That's shocking.
and they have the same exact record at the same exact time.
Yeah,
They're
really.
36-14 at this time last year.
One thing that stands out to me though is Philly.
How bad they are.
Yeah, dive into Philly real quick.
Joel Embiid, his injury's been killing them,
Oh yeah,
which I'm not surprised about. The dude's an injury bug. But I was hoping this season would be different for Philly. At the beginning of the year, I had them going to the finals. I'll be honest.
They already took the season series with the Celtics.
Yeah, but still, as much as I like to stay with my predictions, it's really hard to stay with Philly at this point. The team looks like a mess.
Who are you switching to? You're really gonna go with Milwaukee right now, aren't you?
It's either Milwaukee, Toronto, or Boston. One of those three.
There you go. Thank you.
It's one of those three. And out of the three, I'd have to say Toronto's probably got the worst chance just because Pascal Siakam's their best player. The dude could win Most Improved Player for a second straight season.
Yeah, because he's just gotten better.
Yeah.
He's getting even better. Celtics probably have to give them the second best chance just because it's the Eastern Conference and they're good this year. Jason Tatum's very good.
They are.
And
He's always
but
really
the
good.
Bucks have Giannis. The dude's a monster.
Hey,
Shoot,
they don't
got
just have,
shooters.
they don't
Yeah.
have Giannis. They have shooters.
They have
Yes.
shooters.
They have
Giannis though.
Middleton.
They have Giannis.
Chris
Freak.
Middleton, Grant Hill, Brooke Lopez can shoot
I mean,
sometimes.
George
Yeah.
Hill.
George Hill, yeah. Pardon me. And that, but dude, I've always been a fan of Dante DiVincenzo.
Yes.
Yes.
So have I. I liked him a lot.
Yes.
I know.
But
When they had a little tournament run.
yeah, we talked a lot about the Bucks, so let's cut down the Bucks for now. Get into this All-Star game. Nick, break down. Oh my goodness, break down the credentials for this year's All-Star game.
So actually, the event, the competitors just came out.
Yes, it did.
So did you see it yet or no?
Tatum is
briefly?
back in the skills challenge.
Yes.
Defending his
yes.
set.
So skills challenge is Derrick Rose, Pat Bev, Domantas Sabonis, Chris Middleton, Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Pascal Siakam.
I like how they include mostly All-Stars in it too.
Yeah. So I like that. I mean, there was a joke about Pat Bev being one of the objects in the way, just because Pat Bev is that thing.
comedy. That is
They the 3-point line, the 3-point contest. Did you hear about the new rule for the?
No, I did not.
They added. I'll read it from here. They're adding 2 new spots positioned between the traditional racks at the top of the 3-point arc, and are 6 feet behind the 3-point line.
People
And-
do go deep.
Look
these
at this
days.
Yeah.
range.
So
No,
I know those
I think
points.
it's a great idea.
Those points will be
Good
worth 3 each. I'm not sure exactly how many shots they get if it's 5 balls.
Something new. Why not? You know?
Yeah, I mean, you might as well try it. When you got guys like Trae Young in this, Buddy Hield, Davis Bertans, Joe Harris, Damian Lillard, Duncan Robinson, Zach LaVine, Devontae Graham, they like shooting deep.
Zach LaVine is in the 3-point contest.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay.
he's been a good scorer for Chicago. And then a dunk contest, we got the boy Dwight, Superman's back, Derek Jones, Aaron Gordon, and Pat Connaughton.
That's an interesting pick.
Yeah, I don't know.
I saw a
Yeah,
couple
but
videos of it. You can get up though.
watch Zach LaVine get angry mid 3-point contest and be like, "Screw this," and just put on the best dunk of the night, and it's not even gonna count.
Because it's gonna be a 3-point contest.
Yes.
If he just misses, that'd be awesome.
I
Actually,
like Zach
I'm
LaVine.
so upset about is that J. Cole missing that dunk in Charlotte. Imagine if he made that. You know, he's just like fooling around. The Fayetteville native. If he made that dunk after after what
Cole.
DSJ did with the Terry Sanford Bulldogs jersey, that was J. Cole's high school. He was a high school alum from Terry Sanford. Imagine if he.
Something
just
with
did
rappers and basketball. They just have
J. Cole's good.
A lot of rappers are good.
J. Cole.
Quavo balls out.
Quavo's very good.
J. Cole comes up to the Lifetime Fitness in Cary, which is like a smaller city outside of Raleigh. And he balls out. Like my friends find a way to like get pictures of him and stuff. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. But yeah. So
I know we're running late on time. Devin
Yeah.
Booker should have been an all-star. Let's go to the college
Yes, the combine's coming up. So we always talk about the quarterback. So with us making this quick, we're only going to talk about the quarterbacks in the combine, and the big 3 are Justin Herbert out of Oregon, who played in Senior Bowl, Tua Tagovailoa, who is foregoing his senior season, and is going to let Mac Jones and Talia take over, and then there's Joe Burrow, national champion,
Joe Burrow.
Sick.
undefeated, Heisman winner, cheating on his girlfriend, apparently, according to one of my friends. And projected to go number 1 overall. So hey, let's predict again. What's gonna be the order of these 3?
When did he cheat on his girlfriend? When did that come out?
One of Sid Gold actually was talking about that. It was really weird.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you look at that picture of him just smoking the cigar like
Yes.
this, he'd be the type of guy to cheat on his
absolutely.
girlfriend.
Absolutely.
That's a Tinder picture right there.
Yes, 100%.
Exactly.
So Nick, obviously Joe Burrow. Who goes next?
I think Joe Burrow. I think this is easy. Justin Herbert and then Tua.
Yeah, I think it's
Tua.
too.
Tua's injury. Really,
gonna hold him back.
it's a lot of questions.
Hey, he's a 3rd round pick now.
A lot of questions.
Really?
Yes.
I'd say late first, early second. I still think
The last time a left-handed quarterback has been picked this early in the draft was Tim Tebow, 26 overall, with the Broncos.
well.
We'll
I
see.
mean, maybe Tua will be a baseball player.
no, God, no.
No, but for real, I think if Tua can get an NFL team that has a good medical staff,
Yeah.
they can treat him well, and if they can get him healthy,
He will not be
he's a
playing
great
first
talent. He
season.
could be a steal, I think.
He's not
if he
going to play
drops.
first season.
I don't think so either.
Because of injury?
Yes, and just getting into the system.
I can see that. I can see him.
And then there's
depends
nothing,
depends who he plays
nothing
for.
wrong with it whatsoever.
Depends who he gets
Nothing
drafted
wrong
for.
with
If he's on a contending team, I say no. But if
Yeah.
his team is just completely out of playoff contention, they could definitely put him in the
Right.
last few games just to get some experience.
Yeah. Definitely.
But Justin Herbert, I could see him going top 10.
it. Wherever Brady goes, Tua would be a great fit. 100%.
That's a good point.
Wherever Tom Brady ends up, hopefully it's New England. Who knows? Tua Tagovailoa
Oakland's
might be in it. Yes, Oakland's interested. Tennessee's
Sorry,
interested.
Las Vegas is interested.
Yes, oh my
That's
God.
right.
Las Vegas
Vegas Raiders.
is. Las Vegas wants in.
Oh, they're
Tennessee
gonna be
wants
so
in.
bad this year.
Tampa Bay is a dark horse, and the Chargers, and then there's the Patriots. I think those are the 5 teams for Tom Brady, and those are the 5 teams that'd be great fits for Tua Tagovailoa. But Matt, you're 3.
Joe Burrow's. I don't see anything happening except for the Bengals taking Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
And then the other 2 are kind of a toss-up for me. Because I feel like the next team that will take a quarterback, I believe, is going to be the Dolphins at 5.
no doubt.
Unless the only other team that I thought about was maybe the Lions.
Ooh, wow.
Interesting.
I-
Interesting
Luck
thought.
is
I don't
all right,
think they will.
but he's not starting potential.
I don't think they will take one, but I see Tua as a Dolphin. He just seems like a Dolphin to me.
Yeah,
And if it's they wait and they try to get him, does he not? Like
He's
if
got
he
that
just-
whole. He's Hawaiian. He's
yeah,
got that Miami
Dolphin.
lifestyle.
I guess.
I feel like that'd be a good fit.
That's just been my thinking about it. And if maybe they wait and they try to get him later,
yeah.
but so
That's
I think,
possible.
or maybe they take a stab at him if he has a good
So
combine.
you're
take him
going.
at 5,
You're going Joe Tua Herbert.
possibly.
Okay.
If the Dolphins take him at 5, if the Dolphins pick a quarterback, which I feel like they must,
Yeah.
they have to. I think Justin Herbert might be a better quarterback, but I've always felt since Tua's really became a draft prospect, I've always thought he was
Right.
a Dolphin.
So for me, I'm going to make this quick. It's going to be simple. It's going to be Joe Burrow going to the Bengals. Justin Herbert, I think, is going to fall within the top 10 somewhere in that top 10. He's going to go first round at least, but definitely in that top 10. Then it's going to be Tua. He's going to fall. He's going to go on Friday night, I think. And if he gets an opportunity, if he gets to be sitting in the green room, he's going to be sitting there for a while, like Miles Jack did.
Yeah.
And he's going to make every penny worth of that contract. I'll tell you that. For when players sit in there for that long, they get disrespected. They get absolutely disrespected. Miles Jack was a great example. Lamar Jackson is the perfect example. I mean, hey, he's the last person in the green room in the first round. I think Tua's a great shot to prove a lot of people wrong. Really, he's small, lefty, has the best long ball in college football. Better than Joe Burrow's. Better than Joe Burrow's long ball. 100%. He laces it. And I think that's what's going to get him more stock, especially when he shows it off at the combine.
Yeah.
So that's just me. But it's college basketball season at the end of the day.
Right.
And there's a little bit of a so-called late-night peel curse going around, Nick. Explain.
I take full blame for this.
No, I mean, it's true.
No, I do, because every time I mention a number 1 seed going for another week, they find a way to lose.
Yeah, number 1 overall team.
Yeah.
So you think Baylor's going to lose this weekend?
No, because I think they're a very good team. They've won 20 straight. It's crazy to think how they started 0-1, now they're 20-1.
They were 0-1.
They lost their first game of the year. They've
Who
won
lose?
20 straight.
To who?
Good question.
How do you not know this? You have to know this. We're better than
Because I follow Syracuse basketball,
We
which is
do.
unfortunate.
It's true. That's
I love following Syracuse basketball.
I do too,
me
but
too, but
when BC gives up 63 points to Duke and Syracuse gives up 93, we've got a problem.
Your second game,
Washington.
to Washington. So, hey, if Baylor wins it all, Washington gets to say, oh, we beat the national champions. You know,
Baylor winning it all. Oof.
that'd be, I don't see it happening.
I don't even know
Baylor,
who's gonna win it all.
when you hear Baylor basketball, as the perfect representation of them losing in the first weekend. I mean, the first thing I think about with Baylor is the guy explaining the rebound after they lost to Yale when they were a 4 seed, when they were a prominent 4 seed.
First thing I think of Baylor is just that meme of the giant 6'7", 300-pound
Sean Open.
Yeah, that guy.
It's comedy. But yeah, so with the number 1 remaining the same, the top 4 is remaining the same as well with Baylor, Gonzaga, Kansas, and San Diego State. But, I mean, these are Joe Lunardi's top 4 seeds. You have 2 teams from the Big 12. That's shocking at first.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have 2 Group of 5 teams as his number 1 seeds as well. 2 Group of 5 teams. Not 1 in Gonzaga. 2 in San Diego State. The Aztecs of SDSU. Number 4, undefeated, 25-0. Matt, you don't think that this is a 1 seed team?
Not really.
Who replaces them? The ACC champion?
I think that's a possibility. You always see an ACC team.
They haven't been that good, though.
They haven't been good. I will agree with that. But Louisville's fantastic.
Yes, they are.
And I just think San Diego State hasn't played the teams that they need to play to compare to the teams that you say Baylor
Yeah.
or Kansas.
You make a good point. But
have played.
when a team is undefeated,
That means something.
the people who do set the bracket, they see that and they're like, wow,
They're undefeated.
that's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, look, the last time a team went undefeated like this was Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Great team.
When? With AD?
No, not with AD. With Marcus Cousins and not the Marcus Cousins. Cat and Will Kelly-Stein.
That was no. I think
They were undefeated.
Wichita State was undefeated.
No, well, Wichita State wasn't undefeated. Yeah, but Kentucky.
Was that before or after?
That was before. Kentucky in 2015. Kentucky went undefeated. They lost in Indianapolis with a Final Four that included 3 1 seeds and a 2 seed. That was in Indy. The year before that,
was 2013,
Wichita State got knocked out by Kentucky.
Yeah.
That was the year UConn beat them. It was a 9. I think it was a 9 against an 8 seed, and UConn took it. So, and then before that was Gonzaga when they lost in that first week as well. And they almost lost to Southern, a 16 seed, gave them a great game. So, bracket people, or the bracketologists, per se.
Joe Lunardi.
Yeah, him as well. They
Mainly him.
They give the
Andy
credit.
Katz a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I love Andy Katz. They give
Good guy.
They give the credibility to the undefeated team. It's hard. It's hard, and it'll be interesting to see what San Diego State does with it because when you're the 4th number 1 seed, you're going to be in the hardest quadrant. Plain and simple. That's how it always turns out. That's how it always turns out. And the way bracket analysts are able to break it down, it just shows how tough it is. So, I mean, with that, let's get into some teams lower in the top 25, especially Michigan State, who lost last night to number 22 Penn State. That's, I believe, their second consecutive loss. And
Sure.
after...
Were they number 1 this season?
Yes,
yeah,
they were.
They were, right?
They were.
I thought so.
And a lot of students have criticized the basketball team on social media, and Tom Izzo has not liked it whatsoever. So, my question to you guys, Izzo was upset, very upset. Do you guys think that do you think it's legible for students to do something like this? Like, would you guys do the same thing if Syracuse basketball deteriorated?
I mean, we saw it happen when Coach K went after his students.
Yes.
Because he was upset with what they were doing.
That was
Obviously,
awful.
it's a
That
different
was
situation.
awful, dude.
But still, when you're in front of all those people, you don't go up to the student section and start yelling. You just don't. You don't do that. That looks so immature.
Like Coach K, you think?
Yeah. Students are going to be students. They're
Right.
teenagers. Most of them are teenagers.
Yeah.
They're kids. Like, you got to act professional in a certain...
You shouldn't have told him to shut up.
Exactly. You don't yell that
Coach
across
K?
the court.
Coach K is much more calmer than that.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
you want
was
Coach K to get upset. Get him upset at when his team just gave up a 9-0 run.
It was right of Coach K to apologize to the
Yeah.
students the next day. Or
But at the same time, they did deserve it, I feel like.
they
Dude,
deserve
it's Jeff
to get yelled.
Capel.
Yeah, I know.
He's one of them.
I know he was, yeah.
He's one of them.
And
Right.
I mean, we Syracuse We're chanting.
Oh, we chanted. Oh, that was fun.
What'd you guys
We
chant?
chanted
What was
Coach
that
K
game?
sit
Coach
with us
K,
every
sit
free
with us.
throw.
Every free throw.
Coach K sit with us. Coach K sit with
Oh
us.
my
It was
god,
so
that's
fun.
comedy.
It was great.
But-
That's comedy.
Tom Izzo, I mean, it's social media. Maybe he's a boomer or something.
Hey,
I
he has a legacy like Jim Baker.
yeah.
A lot of wins, one national championship.
Yeah.
When it wasn't really the best group of teams in the Final Four.
Don't make the tournament. They're fine.
They
Yeah,
100%.
They will definitely.
100%.
Now some aggression.
Cassius Winston needs to stay on that mission.
Trey, I want to talk aggression.
Want to talk aggression?
Yeah.
Light it up. Light it up.
Dejan Giroux bit somebody. Their leg. He was just diving for a ball. I don't know what went
Oh
through
my
his
God.
mind.
Out of Houston. He only got suspended one game.
I know.
One game.
And the coach, Houston's coach originally didn't see anything. He asked all of his assistant coaches. They didn't see anything. 24 hours later, Saturday night, I believe the game
They
happened
look at
Friday
the
night.
tape.
Saturday night, the coach goes, he bit him.
That's just great.
That was
So
good.
that's-
That was a good setup.
That's how Houston's night went.
It's been a violent couple weeks in college basketball.
Yes, it has.
I like it.
It really has.
I like it.
It
Oh
really
my
has.
gosh. You. All right.
Let's end on our Orange Boys.
Yeah. It was a rough week for Syracuse basketball as they lost to Clemson in Littlejohn as they were destroyed by Travis Mack, along with the fact with Dolajai being a little too scrappy. But they lost in Littlejohn on basically the last shot that was made by Clemson. Or the last shot attempted by Clemson.
Bad defense by a freshman, too.
That too. That was very
Jesse,
inexperienced.
Jesse.
Yes.
Very inexperienced Jesse Edwards.
Along with that, they lost to Duke on Saturday.
A game they should have had.
Yeah,
my
but
opinion.
there's a guy named Vernon Carey going up
He's
against tall, lanky 2-3 zone defensive guys.
And Brahma Sidibe.
Specifically.
Which is specific.
Brahma Sidibe.
Brahma Sidibe. So,
Carey had 26 points and 17 rebounds
He's-
for crying out loud.
2 losses. Wake Forest is up next.
A whole week off. A whole week off
They
to
need
reset.
it. They need it.
They need it. Hopefully they'll be able to turn around. They got a tough schedule coming up. They're at Louisville, at Florida State as well. So, I got to ask you guys. Is this team one of the 68 come March whatever?
Go
We
ahead.
were talking about this earlier.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time talking about this actually.
You mentioned they beat Florida State or Louisville, one of them,
That helps
and
a lot.
that helps.
That they have to do that.
They have to. I don't think they have a shot if they don't beat one or both of those
Really?
things. No, I
In
think
my
they don't.
opinion,
As soon as if they don't,
All right.
one or both.
say they win both games, they beat Florida State and Louisville. I still think
That'd be unbelievable.
they need to at least make the championship in the ACC or at least win to get a bid.
win the whole thing.
Because, yes,
When you get an auto,
Oh my goodness.
because I don't
Wow.
think they are going to win out the rest of the season.
you don't think so?
NC State's a tough matchup.
It is. The last time these two played was they only played once last season, 73-58 in Raleigh at the PNC Arena. It was a tough game. It was a really tough game. I mean, hey, but at the end of the day, Syracuse made the tournament. State did not.
Right.
So, did it matter? No. But would it be good to have a win against NC State? Yes, because Joe Lenardi is actually considering them in the tournament. Not a bubble team. He is considering the Wolfpack as a prominent team in the tournament. That's the fourth team from the ACC.
Okay.
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. NC State, Florida State, Louisville, all back-to-back.
3 huge games.
Georgia Tech, that's most likely a win. Pittsburgh, they only beat them by what?
It was 8.
It was 8.
But that
Yeah, 8.
was before their big 5-0 run, which
Yes.
Exactly.
which brought a lot of
This is
momentum
in
to the
Pittsburgh
team, I
this
thought.
time.
Every other game, I think, is a good
UNC,
win.
Cole
It's
Anthony's
a good
back. Cole Anthony's a top 3 NBA draft prospect.
I'm scared for that game.
He's good.
That'll be a
BC almost just beat Duke on
Oh,
Tuesday night.
they SU crushed BC.
Yeah, but
Still,
did you see the score?
they almost
tonight?
beat Duke.
Yeah, that's
They're
right.
right.
63-56,
Right.
Duke.
They were in that the whole game.
Way
And
too
then
close.
Miami, they killed,
Miami.
they killed
And
Miami.
they killed Miami.
But I feel like
When did we play? When
No,
did SU
did we
play
not?
Miami?
Did we play Miami?
No.
I
We
thought we
didn't
did
play
already.
Miami.
No, we did
No,
not.
we didn't.
No.
But Miami has been getting killed by teams.
Yeah,
that
they're
we-
not. They're
Yes,
not.
That we have
not,
beaten.
They're not good.
But there's something with Miami. They always seem a little iffy. Like they're always gonna pull it, especially last game of the season.
It's like Clemson.
Yeah, kind of like.
So
mentality.
I mean, if Syracuse can somehow win against Louisville and Florida State, but I just don't see them winning out, and they'll need an ACC bid, I think, to make the tournament.
Wow,
that's bold.
What about you?
I don't think it's that much that they need. I think if they can pull out one of these wins coming up, Wake Forest has to be a win. They have NC
They
State.
lose to Wake Forest. It's over.
NC State also, I believe, has to be a win.
Yes.
Florida State and Louisville, 2 really big games, top-rated teams. I think they need one of them.
I have had it with Joe and Artie trying to say NC State is a tournament caliber team. They've hardly played anyone. They got crushed by Louisville.
Mm-hmm. I think we'll learn.
They got crushed by Louisville. Louisville, pardon me. But still, here's the thing. They're 14-8. I mean, they haven't really beaten anyone impressive. They lost to a Memphis-less James Wiseman.
I think he was on the team at that time.
No, he wasn't.
You sure?
He was not playing.
November 28th?
I think he was not playing. He was suspended by then. The NCAA suspended him.
I think so.
They were playing without him in Brooklyn.
I don't know. He's busy making TikToks. And
They barely get away from UNC Greensboro, where the ACC tournament is.
They lost to Clemson.
They had a good loss against Auburn. They got crushed by Clemson, but they come back into Raleigh, beat Clemson. They lost to Virginia Tech. Okay, they lost Virginia Tech. They beat Virginia, though. They lost to Georgia Tech twice. They got swept by a team that was not even... That is... Oh, my gosh. They got swept by a team that has a postseason ban this season, dude.
They lost to UNC, too.
They lost to UNC.
They got crushed by Carolina. And then they get crushed by Louisville.
We crushed them.
Who?
Syracuse.
Syracuse crushed who?
Georgia Tech.
Yes, you did. And here's the thing.
They lost by 6.
If SU beats NC State, the Orange are back in that bubble conversation. Mm-hmm. NC State is one of those first 4 out, next 4 out. And you're telling me that Syracuse can make the tournament? Hell yes, they can.
I agree.
I think they can make the tournament.
Absolutely
100%.
can. They absolutely can.
You beat Florida State, pardon me, 2 good losses or one win against Florida State or Louisville.
I think they need 1.
If they do that, that puts them up so much. Puts them up so much.
They can't have a bad loss.
They gotta get hot. They'll have one bad loss, but they'll make it up with a Florida State win or a Louisville win.
I think the Duke game helped them a lot.
The Duke game gave them confidence,
and it was just tight.
They know,
and it was close.
They know how to handle someone as big and as powerful as Vernon Carey is, Jordan Nora. I think the pieces are there. They just gotta play smart. They can't. Dolezaj can't foul out the way he has been recently.
He's been
so
good.
The thing is, I mean, it's just they're playing these teams tough. I mean, it's really the Notre Dame game was obviously a bad loss too. But hey, at the end of the day, if they get a double bye in the ACC tournament, they're one of those teams that's put in a double bye. They win one of those games, and everything that I've said before, they get that. Goal.
Yeah, I agree. I think an ACC tournament run will help a lot too.
Yes.
But I honestly think that they could be in one of these top 64 or 68 before that game comes.
They'll be a 9 seed.
Think so?
Yes.
That's a good prediction.
They'll be in a 9 seed.
I think a 9 seed is a really good spot for them.
But I've talked a lot tonight. I have a game to call as well. So
computer died.
Yes, it did die. Nick, you want to conclude? You want to close us out?
Yeah. I'll try to speak Trey's language. It's good talking to y'all, gamers. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. This is coming from me, so actually listen to me this time.
Check us out on Spotify too.
Yeah, check it out on Spotify too. Trey's got that done.
Yep.
Next week we'll be back. Actually, Thursday.
We're gonna do a 3-minute Thursday.
3-minute Thursday
about Syracuse.
Everything
sports.
Syracuse sports. Make sure you listen to that. It'll be on YouTube and Spotify too, or
it'll
just
be on
YouTube.
Spotify. Yeah, it'll be on Spotify.
Yeah. I mean, peace, y'all.
And,
check y'all later.
And also, Matt, thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks for having me.
Make sure you check out what is it called again?
Across the diamond.
Across the Diamond.
Starting soon.
Premiering
Starting-
Sunday.
I believe so. I believe it's
Sunday
premiering
night.
Sunday.
So, hey, you stuck around with us for 75 minutes. Stick around with Matt for a little bit. Why not? So, we thank you guys for tuning in. Can't thank you guys enough for the support. And hey, we'll catch y'all on the flip side.